With that report. New South Wales Police say it's seen no reports of death threats towards Liberal candidate Catherine Deves, despite her telling SBS World News her safety is under threat. Ms Deves has led a campaign to bar trans women from women's sport. And advocates say the ongoing debate is causing great harm to already vulnerable Australians.
Controversial Liberal candidate Catherine Deves breaking her silence after weeks of avoiding media scrutiny. Speaking to SBS World News from a secret location, she says she fears for her family's safety.
I have received death threats. I have had to have the police and the AFP involved. My safety has been threatened.
But New South Wales Police say they've not received any reports of threats made, while the Australian Federal Police say it will not comment on matters that may be the subject of investigation. Ms Deves was handpicked by the Prime Minister to run for the Sydney seat of Warringah. She's faced intense public and internal party criticism for her past comments on social media, calling transgender children surgically mutilated and sterilised.
I recognise that trying to prosecute arguments about complex, nuanced and difficult subjects, on complex, difficult and nuanced subjects, it should not take place on a platform that propagates offence and division and hurt.
Her political opponent accusing the Prime Minister of intentionally stoking division in an attempt to shore up Conservative votes.
Scott Morrison has on purpose decided to have a divisive debate that vilifies incredibly vulnerable people within our community.
Scott Morrison today refusing to be drawn about such matters on Anzac Day, traditionally where politics is paused.
Are you satisfied that Catherine Deves has shown remorse for her comments?
Labor previously criticising his captain's pick, but maintaining no one should have their safety compromised.
No one who is in public life should have to endure death threats, and they are totally unacceptable.
The trans community deeply hurt by the ongoing campaign.
A lot of her claims, especially against transgender women, are incredibly hurtful and they do incite hate.
The Jewish community also distancing itself after Ms Deves previously likened her anti-trans lobbying to standing up against the Nazis during the Holocaust.
Whatever your views on the various issues, there is nothing in Australia remotely like the Holocaust.
It's dominated headlines for weeks, but advocates say the issue is already covered by existing law, and the ongoing hurt caused to the trans community has been unnecessary.
You don't have to be trans to know what it feels like to be trans, but you can just have a shred of empathy.
Shubha Krishnan, SBS World News.
And Ms Deves accepted an offer to be interviewed by SBS World News independently of the Liberal Party campaign.